Hello everyone, I'm making hands today. I'm making 2 sets of hands. I love this mold. I'm going to make 2 sets of hands, one a light green, one a dark green. One you're familiar with because I did it for Halloween and I needed to make that for a friend. The other one, I have a whole new twist to it. So stay tuned, watch the video. We'll see what happens. Hi everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Holman Creations. I'm going to get ready to pour these hands today. So let me just show you what we'll be using. I've got these great molds from Temu, and I love the first one, so I had to order a second one. I have also some of these glow-in-the-dark little rocks. I have a darker green and a lighter green. I'm not sure what color or how many of these we're going to use for fill, but I also have an alien green from Resin and a similar green. This is from Estoyu, and this is called their fruit green, and that'll be going with this one. Then I have some of my Dr. Phil Martin's Bombay India ink. So there's a dark green here. I may need that one, and then I have a regular green. So I'm going to get set up, and I'll be making up some resin and be right back with you. Okay, I'm ready to go. I hope my camera's high enough. I had to get my paper towels ready to go. I take paper towels, make a little pile, tear them in half. They're always handy. And I've got my scale, my big measuring cup. And today I'm going to use deep pour resin, and I'm going to use this Resin deep pour. Now it's a 2-to-1. And there's my big jug. It's my 2-to-1. They're not too cold, but I think we'll be okay. They've been in my back porch, but the furnace comes on back here. Finally, we have a furnace. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy about that. So my hands, I weighed my finished hands, and they were 20 ounces. So as a 3-to-1, I'm not going to make 20 because I put 4 ounces of my colored glass. I weighed that. So I weighed my colored glass, and that's 4 ounces. So I need 16 ounces, but I'm going to make 18 because I can divide that out easier. So I've got my gloves on. I've got my air purifier going. It's a really nice one. It's an Eden Pure. It's off to my left here, and I wear my PPE whenever I mix resin. And I usually, take that off when I'm done mixing and ready to pour. So here I go. I'm just going to measure out on the scale. I'm going to go by weight. Doesn't really say if you go by weight or quantity, but I've been measuring by weight here lately. Seems to work out good for me. And my glasses. And off we go. Let's just get this to 0. I'm on ounces. And I usually do, I get scared about doing it all in one pour. So I'm just going to use this deli cup here. 0 that out. These are great for mixing resin. So I'm going to go 6 ounces of my 1 part. This is a nice resin. I like it. 606. I guess we're okay. Maybe if I do 12 in here, we'll be all right. Zero this out. Here's my container. Zero that out again. So I did my 6. Now I need 12 of the 2 part. Gosh, I hope I have enough. I should. And this was only for 1 set of hands. Might not be able to do the second pair. I guess we'll see. Oh, I should have enough. Should we do 12, 12, just to get it right exactly? Well, there we go. We should be good. Let me wipe my lid off here, or my spout. We'll combine the two, and I'm going to use my Resin mixer. This is a godsend, I'll tell you what. Put that aside. Okay. And we'll add the two and get mixing. I need to sit down now. Oh, that's 6 and 12. Here we go. Give us 18. That's weird. Should work. They're not scraping. Well, I meant to put a paper towel over here because I was just going to throw my tools over here. It'd be easier to clean this for not such a mess. Here we go. Timer. Oh goodness, let's do it. I always set my timer for 5 minutes, just to be sure. Here we go. Okay, I have that done. Let me show you what I do. One of my subscribers said she appreciated my little tidbit. When I go to clean my Resin mixer, I get a little bit of ibuprofen alcohol, isopropyl, pardon me, alcohol in a little cup. Get my mixer out of there. Just give it a couple of spins till I'm ready to clean it off and dry it up. So I'll just spin that, let it sit a bit. Over to the side. All right, don't fall. I gotta prop that up. Okay, now, you know, the mixture, you have to make sure you get to the bottom inside. I go up and down and around with it, but just to make sure everything is blended really nicely. Look how good that is. Hardly any bubbles. So let's make some colorant here. Now, also wanted to say this deep pour is a 48-hour cure, so we won't be able to get back to it for a couple of days. Now we're gonna do the lime green first, and then I'll mix up the darker green and pour the other hand off camera. But get my scoop. I love these mica powders from Resin. When I bought that, what is that, a gallon? They sent me 24 beautiful colors as a little bonus when I ordered my resin. I don't know what kind of specials they have to date. To be honest, I haven't been on there for a while. But everything I'll have in my descriptions, and I have a discount link for Resin, and many other links there also. Temu, I have a link into Temu, but finding their products links is not the simplest thing to do. So if you'd like me to find the stones, I will look for that link. And the noise. Isn't that pretty? I wanted a little more green. So let's just look at the pearlescence in that. It's pretty translucent. We're going to need another, I think another 2 good scoops. And it'll be perfect. That's a big scoop. I like these little spoons from Temu too. I like them. Okay. I'm gonna See, that's good. Put that to the side. Get this sturdy in here. Oh yes, look at that. And I never do it, but I know other artisans have said just put a little alcohol in a little cup with your micas and then mix it together and then add it to your resin, and I tend to always forget that little tidbit. So that means I have to stir a little more in here, but I like that. Gosh. It will get a little more, there's a bunch down here. When it consolidates with itself, it'll get darker in the mold. But isn't that lovely? Ooh, that's green. Okay, let's add our stones. Now I've got the light green stones here. That's 4 ounces of those. They're little packets, and when I was weighing them out, none of them equaled the same amount, so you just don't know. But there we are. That's it. That's all I need to do. Get those poured in. There, my measuring cup comes up to 20 ounces. Perfect. Let's see if that will be enough. Because I must say, when I did my Halloween hands, I think I messed up my total measurements or ounces on that. Let me show you what I have. I have this tray. Now, these trays are really nice. There's 2 sizes, and I got them from Costco or Sam's Club, actually. And I just put a silicone pad down. Then I can move this around. They're pretty, pretty flat, and they have a lid. Bonus. So I grabbed a little toad here just in case I had extra, but I want to pour that in and squeegee it around, and we should be good to go here. But the bad part is you have to wait so long. Look at that. That is sweet. I love this mold. I did a flesh colored one earlier this year, and oh, it's gonna be perfect. I made a little green frog. It was natural colors of the hands, and then holding a little frog, and my caption was, "Look what I found." Like a child would bring a frog home and say, "Look, Mom." And I'm gonna, oh, don't go so full like I just did, because I shouldn't have done that. I should have just did a little at a time. I'm gonna make sure it's in the fingers. This spot back here on the wrist is a little tricky, I noticed, so you have to make sure you don't have bubbles in that area. So I like to get in there around the wrist. So I think I fixed that, and I'm just gonna poke around a little bit. Get a small, oh God, don't do that, Billy. Goodness sakes, what are you thinking? You're not. Okay, well, just gonna go into the fingers a little bit and make sure that is in there. Then I'll top it off, set it aside, and I guess I'll come back after I make the second batch of resin, and hopefully those fingers are filling up. They're a bit tricky too. So I'll be back in just a moment, okay? Let me clean this mess up and top it off. Put the rest in the toad top here. Sets up a little bit. Okay, we have green left. Should we do a two-tone frog? I don't know. I kind of like the idea of mixing them together. That little piece is weird looking. I know what it is. Get rid of it. You're gone. Okay. Frog. This is a toad. Now, this is Temu. What you get from Let's Resin is a frog. I have the frog one too, but this one's a little bit bigger. And the reason I'm thinking this is a toad is because of the blunt toes versus the pointy toes. I'm just saying. I love biology and anything to do with animals. When I was a young girl, my mother bought me a book. I still have it. The pages are wore out and ripped up. But it had all, and it's in black and white. It had all the animals of the, of North America. And I was just so enthralled with that book that I learned everything I could about all kinds of animals. Not just by that book, but in life in general. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but my husband is retired now. But for 33 years, he was a game warden. And my benefit from being married to the game warden was taking care of the orphans. I took care of a lot of orphan babies that he would bring home. Or people would bring here because they found them and they didn't leave them where their mothers could, find them again. But yes, I've had fawns in my dog kennel. I've had flea-infested little baby foxes and raccoons, and lots of birds, lots of hawks and eagles, little baby owls. It's been really intriguing. I just absolutely love that aspect of his work because I got to take care of the babies. So I did learn a lot, and it was right up my alley. I got to bottle feed a cougar baby. Just a little, she was just a little bigger than these hand moles. A hissing and a fighting and a fussing little cougar baby, all white. Had to wear welding gloves to handle her, but just bottle fed her till we could get her to the zoo. And the zoo took her. And I'll tell you, that was a big treat for me. I think cougars or pumas, any kind of cat, I think they're my totem, my animal totem. Does that sound silly? But anyway, had lots of babies here. Never had a skunk though. Had a little rock chuck, or whistler as you might call them. What else have we had here? Oh, you name it, it seems like. I love the birds too. There's a knack to feeding baby birds, or else you can suffocate them if you go down the windpipe. But yeah. Then I had, of course, little Bill, my little squirrel, for quite some time. He was a little blessing. He was fun. There, I think I'm in the toes. Alright, I'm going to have to find one little small mold. Get the rest of this green in here. Okay, well, thanks for listening to me babble a little bit. A little bit of my history, but then again, I like to talk, so I'll see you in a couple of days when we can demold these babies and fix them up. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Take very good care. I'm going to try to get this out before Christmas, so I have 6 days. So take good care. Happy holidays. Sending love and big hugs. See you in a little while. Bye. All right, everyone. It's been almost 48 hours. And since these were deep pour, we had to wait that long. So I don't think that you saw me fill this mold with a little extra bit of resin I had. And this is just a little caricature mold with See, there's a hummingbird, a couple of birds, a snail, frog, and a lizard. Oh, there's a husky, a penguin, and a squirrel also. But since we were using green, I thought these would be appropriate. So let's just get these out a little bit here. And we will just demold all of these at one time. I was so anxious waiting for this to set up. Okay, he's a little bendy. But there's our frog. I'll just bend that little arm back a little bit. Set him down flat. There's a hummingbird. Turned out pretty good. We're going to decorate those sometime down the road. I do like decorating my resin pours, so I'm just trying to get the lizard out of here. It's got little toes here. There we go. He's quite cute. So let me put them aside. I like how the rocks turned out, so that gave us a clue as to what these hands are going to look like. Now, I might have put a little more resin in here, so these little toes might be fragile. But I think they're thick enough that I don't have to worry. Oh, yes, I do have to worry. Guess what? I am lacking resin right here. So we can't demold him. I'm going to have to put another coat of resin on him. When I do, I'll probably just put a little clear on there and fill that up. Well, that's a bummer, but that's okay. Let's do this one. Oh, and I think I filled up those. Oh, another little hole. Well, that's the place. If the holes are going to be there, they're going to be at the wrist. Like I said, that's not a big deal. I just want to make sure I didn't lose any fingers. That's the most important part. Okay, let's get some alcohol in here. Squish it around. Ah, exciting. Loosen that up. It comes out pretty easily. Okay, here we go. Over the wrist. Be careful, that's jagged. Over the wrist we go. Whoop. And whoop. I've almost got it. There we are. Oh, that's great. I have resin all over this mold because I was pinching and shoving, making sure I got those fingers in. Come on, you. So close. Stretch. Here it is. Here it is. And we have fingers. Look at that. I love that color. Okay. Well, that's it for demolding. I'm going to go out and I will be just smoothing this off and be right back with you. We'll start finishing these up. Now, well, those look like holes, bubble holes, but they're really not. Still looks good to me. Still a little translucent in the middle, but we should be fine. Okay, I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back with the hands and the little critters. Now I was able to get everything smoothed down on the bottoms. I am going to put bumpers on, by the way, when we're through. But I was thinking about these little critters here. I thought, well, yes, I'm going to decorate them, but what will I do with them when I'm decorating? They're kind of too big for a necklace. Brooches would be nice. But I have some clips for hairbreadths. So I'm thinking, since these are they're still malleable, right? They're still a little soft. And if I can bend them to the curve, I have to think, yes, it goes in this way. Now, if I was putting it in, how would I do it? I gotta keep thinking about this. Okay, it would go that way. So if I can get my glasses on so I know what I'm doing, if I can bend these and just tape them down to where they have the curvature of the Brett, that when they're set up hard, I just bent that Brett, they'll fit. They'll fit perfect. So let me just do that real fast. Grab some tape here. I'm just going to tape these down, bend it a little bit because there is a curvature, of course, in the Brett itself. So I'm going to do that real quickly. And then when I decorate them, we'll have some nice Bretts. Whoops. Come on, Billy. Want to bend it. I guess I could try to bend it around something else, but I think bending it with a Brett would be the best way to go. And I bought a big package from Amazon a while ago because I was doing antler hair Bretts, and I'll have those listed in my Amazon storefront. There, I'll keep an eye on that. So let me do the other two real quick. And then I can make some cute hair Bretts. We'll put a little glitz and glamour on them. Let me lay it the other way, over here. And the frog. We'll just get, he'll be sideways, but that's cool. Now this barely fits, barely. Bend him. Yeah, I didn't know what else to do with these. And I was sitting here thinking, oh, well, let's try this. You could make them into necklaces, I know. But thank goodness for paper's tape, eh? You can do anything with it. Want to bend it to where the butt gets the rest of the Brett, and maybe I should have used something smaller tape if I can get in there. Finagling, that's what we're doing, we're finagling. Just to bend this there before they get completely hard. Come on, you. I'll get back to those later, and I'll tape the butt down and the rest of it down. But the bird, we don't want the bird going sideways. Well, we could, but hummers, you don't see them fly sideways too much, I don't think. Let's just get, here's a smaller one. And if I angle this one, it'll still be in flight properly on your head. Your hair. Oh. There we go. Something just like that. Try to center it a little bit. Okay, there. Let's stand that right up over there. I had these, well, maybe you didn't notice, but I have more of these white rings, nails, excuse me. We're going to put nails on the green one too. But in order to do that, I want to paint them. So it's a toss-up whether I use my polyurethane and micas or just green paint. But I think the green paint would eventually peel off. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's get a little cup. I don't have another little cup. I'm going to get a little bit of... I keep doing this bottle wrong. It's my polyurethane in a squirt bottle. It comes in a lot handier, and we won't need very much of that. That way it'll be set in to where it won't scratch off once they're glued down. So get rid of that. I've got the Resin Alien. We're just going to do matchy-matchy. Oh, did I give the clue away? I might have just given it away. Alien. Right, I'm not saying any more about it. Green fingernails. A helping scoop of that. Oh, I'm not going to even paint under them, you know, or I mean, paint over them to which I could use the, what am I trying to say? So the polyurethane, it dries clears, but hopefully with enough mica powder in there, it'll be a good coverage. Stir that up. That's nice and thick. Get that all mixed together. So I don't know if you want me to fast forward this or just, let me just paint one. See how it goes. And then I can do the rest off camera. How's that sound? I think that sounds like a winner. Get my paintbrush, I wasn't ready. Where's one of my smaller favorites? Where are you? There you are. I need to get some more of these. I love the bevel-edged brushes. I just, for some reason, tend to do better with those. So would you like to come down a little bit? Hold on, this is manual. Bumpity bump. Oh, geez. It seems, there we go. Smoothly. Come down a little. So, let's just start with the one I cut. See how kind of coverage this is going to have. Ooh, Billy, I might have to do several coats. Or, no, I'm going to have to get green paint. Look at this. I should know that by now. So I'm going to grab some green paint, and then I'm going to cover it with that. Oh, what about a marker? Let me see. Let me put you on hold a second. Let me grab a marker. I've got green right here. I've got Sharpies. So light green and a dark green. Maybe I jumped the gun. Maybe we don't even need to paint or put the mica on. Let's see. That's kind of silly. Okay, let's see. I want to come close to the green in the hands. There. Ha! Sharpies. I just wasted some mica powders. But you know, your Sharpies won't. They should be permanent on here. What do you think? Go with it? The other green will be too dark. All right. I wonder if it'd be easier to glue them on first and then paint them. You know what? That might be the way to go. Instead of try to hold on to these buggers. All right. Billy's going to glue these on. Paint them. Then I'll be back with you, and I need to cover that. I'll try to find a small container for this. Use it here again. Okay, I'll be back with you in a little while. Let me get it together. All right. Hold on. Okay, everyone, real quick. I glued them on. All the nails are on. I colored them in with my Sharpie marker, my light green. And I went back to our mix of polyurethane. And I just have a couple of more nails to paint. Now, you'll notice I never wear nail polish. Anyway, I'm not that great at it. But I'm just putting a coat on here just to give it a little shimmer to go with the hands. So I know you're probably thinking, oh, what else are we going to do with these? Because we're not finished yet, or I'm not finished yet. I want these nails to dry completely secure on here. So I'm going to call it a day and touch this paint job up if need be, which I think I need another coat or two, at least one more coat on these. And I'll bid you good night, and I will see you tomorrow like the blink of an eye. Whoop, I just got sloppy. All right, let me just try that again. Okay, it's going to dry overnight, but there's our hands so far. We'll be back to finish tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone, or just a few seconds. Have a good few seconds. I'll be back. Hello, everyone. Well, I did get the fingernails and the spider ring on Linda's hands. Here they are, dark green witch's hands. I put bumpers on. I used E6000 because I like to make sure those are on good and tight. There's the spider ring and the nails. So, like I said, she asked me to make her a pair. So here you go, Linda Lou. I'll have them in the post soon for you. Now, let's get back to these. All right, you may have thought these were going to be alien hands, but no, they're not. I'm taking a chance here. I have no idea how this is going to work out. So, and you've seen my thumbnail, so you know what we're going to make. If you haven't noticed it, here's your clue. I'm going to try to make Grinch hands, okay? Grinch, the Grinch. Now, I bought this piece of fake fur from Amazon. This is the size they sent me. I can't remember what it's like, 10 by 16 or something. 10 by 18 maybe. It's barely going to work. Barely going to fit. But the hard part is going to be, how am I going to put these on, those hands, to make sure they look like a pair of hands on the outside, and make sure I can cover every bit of the outside with this fake fur. Now, I know when you cut this, you have to go, it's rather tricky. You don't want to just cut across it. You want to go like under the, what would you call it, under the nape of it. And I don't know. We'll see. Here we go. This is what I'm going to do. So, the green doesn't match exactly. And I don't have a white frill or a puffy yarn that I could make, like a cuff of a sleeve, like he wears a Santa suit. I don't have that. So we're just going to go all green. And let's see what happens. I'm not sure that this little fingernail is going to be in the way, but I'm going to try to work around it. And if I can't, I'm going to just break that off. Speaking of the fingernails, I painted them all green. And I went over with my mica powder mix with the polyurethane. Give them a little gloss on that side, but we're not going to see that side. We're going to see the inside. So, let's see. I'm going to use a Fabri-Tac to glue this on, because it says it bonds to fabric lace glass, and I guess this is the closest to glass. And plus it has a spout on it, which will help me to control it a little better, I think. And it dries real fast, so I'll probably just do a section at a time. And I have it over here in a cup upside down to get it right to the tip. And I just want to see where we're going to begin. So bear with me. I'm going to try to take my time. I want to give myself some extra. The width is what worries me, but I think I'll be okay. But I'm going to have to, you know, nip it so it bends without, you know, big bunches together. So I think that's about as even in the middle as I can go. So I want to start here. So I'm going to try to just put glue in between the fingers here, and maybe a little strip here to make sure that's good and down, and I'm going to squeeze it into those areas so at least we have some sort of a shape of a finger. So here we go. This is just a guessing by golly. Try something new, Billy. Try something new. Never hurts to try something new. So I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to start with this little pinky down to the bottom, up across the top, and in these grooves here. And I want to get that fabric pinched inside. So here we are. Back to placing that where I think it'll work. Bring this up. I want some to play with. I'm going to go down a little bit. And here we go. Just going to bring that up. There'll be a lot of flipping over, I think. And I'm just going to feel my way into that little finger there. And hold it. And go across the nail. And let's just... Okay, everyone, we're down to the last go round, I think. Look at that. That reminds me, well, that just gave me another idea, so stay tuned to maybe next Christmas. I won't say. I don't know if this will do any good, but we have to trim, do the fine trimming now, so let's just try to get this fur. I might have some glue on some parts of it. Let's get this all brushed up. Although I don't know how well groomed the Grinch is. We'll just give it a fair shake. I'm really excited about this. I don't think he wore a ring or anything. But it's glued down pretty well. I'll probably take most of this off, but let's get this so I can see what we need to cut. Pretty good, if I say so. Yeah, there's some glue there. Cut that off. This doesn't shed very much, which is probably very good. I want it to go up this way. Okay. Here goes the test. See how neatly I can trim this. I did pull out some newer little scissors that I had. They seem pretty sharp, so I want sharp, sharp. And I'm going to go, I just barely glued this down, but I'm going to try and come in best way I can, as close to the palm here. And make a neat line. I might have to come a little closer. I grabbed a razor blade too in case I have to use that. Kind of make a nice curve. Okay, that's, I could have gone closer, but I was hesitant. Let's get this side off. Try to have it in equal parts. Get under that fur. Just come over here. Okay. Looks pretty neat. I'll take a fine bead of glue when we're through and secure those edges down. Got some glue here. I wanted to make that equal to this edge here, so let's go. Okay. Oops, what are you glued to? What are you stuck on? Don't be stuck. Get this glue out of here. I tried to be as neat as I could with it. So I guess we can just take this here. Ooh, that cut the fur. See, if you don't get it just right. I wonder if I can just pull that. Nope, better not. Let's trim her up. Ah. One little piece. Okay. This thumb. Now this is where we're getting tricky. I think if I can just find the tips of all these nails, if I can, and I might have to go by feel and just cut the tops off a little bit before I get carried away and try to form it. Can't see where that one is. I covered it up pretty good. That's in the way. It's got glue. Just trim it. I don't want to see it obviously cut. Oh, it's warm in my room. I think I need to take my top shirt off. Okay, let's go. Where are you, fingernail? Stuck to that one. Okay, I'm seeing it. So this is what I'll be doing for the next few minutes. Maybe 30 minutes, I don't know. Find the tip. Where's the tip? As close to the tip as I can get. Can't feel it. Alright, I can't see it. I'd have to try this angle. Okay. Now I can see the top. I'm going to cut right across the top of that nail. Under the lining. Come on. think I'm seeing the right spot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll need more glue, I think, but let's get rid of this right here. Oh, nerves. Feel for it, feel for it. Can't see. Oh, now I can see. There we go. I might just try to get under that fur. Don't cut the nail. What am I cutting? I'm all torqued on the other side of the camera trying to see. Oh, I cut a little nail, but that's what it was. That's where it is. Okay. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, that's where I had to tuck the finger into the finger. So let's try to get rid of some of this in here. Get rid of that piece. Okay, that finger. Okay, we're going to trim that down. And I've got a little bit over the nail here I need to get rid of. Right here. Get under that fur. Very carefully. Come on, get in there, Billy. Let's go for it. All right. Let's get this look. Where am I going with this? Okay, that's the nail. Oh, I did better. Excuse me. I can hear you. He's in the kitchen cussing. We can hear you. Get rid of this. It's a chunk right there. Might have to go on the outside of the nail. Not sure about this section. There we go. You know what? I think I'm going to leave that or I'll get myself in trouble with that. A bit of glue down here. Let's cut that out. That's where that other finger hair is coming through. I've got glue down here. Let's get rid of that. All right. Handy dandy tweezers. Get rid of that glue. Okay. I think. Okay, let's just go. There, I can see that nail. Let's just go down here this way. Get under that fur. So I could start over here, eh? Straight down. Now kind of straight down. Over and down. Where the glue ends. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's go. Try to round this out. I want it up this way, don't I? Okay. Not to mess it up. I want to be able to see the nails from this side. I might be cutting it. Yes. All right, I'll be taking my time with this. You can have an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. So I won't keep you and I won't bother fast forwarding. All right, Billy, fast forwarding. And I will just come back to you when this is all trimmed up. And then you can let me see what you think. All right, thanks for watching so far. Come back. Stay with me. We'll finish it off. Bye. Well, everyone, that chore is about done. I think he's pretty cool. Now, I have one more thing I need to show you, but I found the little fingernail that's hiding in the background here while the pinky is still down there hidden, but I was able to cut around this one for the fourth finger. Now, what I had glued down was in the way, so I took it off of this nail. And all I'm going to do is just grab a little piece here. Let's see, I think this should be big enough. Cut the width down, maybe to about 3/8 of an inch is what I'm guessing. I'm going to tuck it in. Oh, I don't even need that much. Just round the top off. Could do that once it's on. But I just need to add that on there, and everything else went really pretty much as planned. It was tricky, but not impossible. So if you want to try to give yourself a shot at these Grinch hands, oh, do it, because it's pretty cool. Actually, I was fussing with the fur a little bit after I was done trimming everything. There's one more thing I'm not fond of, though. And, pardon me, come on. I'm not fond of the edges of the fabric where I cut. So, I don't know if I should edge that with, like, if maybe I have some green embroidery floss that I could go around the edges, or if that would be too much or not even necessary. Oh, come on, get out of there. Or take my green marker and just kind of color it. I tried a little spot, but it's pretty dark. Let me show you what I mean. But let's get this on here. Yeah, going around the fingers was tough, but it was so necessary, don't you think? Anyway, I hope you like it. And I'm just going to set that right in there. Oh, I'm too big again. Goodness sakes, Billy. So my depth perception all messed up. Can't measure today. Get rid of that. All right. This should do it. And that glue is sticking really well. That's the Beacon Fabri-Tac. Let me just tuck that in a little bit there. That's down. We can see our other fingernail behind it. And there it is. We can play with the fur. We can, you know, groom him or mess him up, or anyway. And the back, it's just completely covered. Got some dander here, little glue pieces I'll have to get off, but I think, and there's the bottom, I think he's pretty outrageously cool. So there you go, everyone. This will be my last Christmas video. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, the happiest of New Year's. I'll see you before New Year's, but take good care. I appreciate you all so much, and I love you all so much too. So take good care. Sending hugs. Bye.